Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing very well. I have missed you guys so much, and that's why I thought that it would be nice for me to do like a get ready with me catch up, because I'm actually going somewhere and I feel like I'd get to talk to you guys and maybe you'd understand everything that has been going on and I can answer all your questions and all of that. So I'm excited, and yeah, even when it's happening, I'll also be showing you guys my makeup routine, because I've never shown a complete makeup routine, especially here on YouTube. So I feel like it just conjoins every single thing together. But I'm not gonna lie, I've missed you guys. I had a whole vlog for you guys from like mid-May, and I just felt like it had no direction whatsoever. I barely closed the vlogs off and I barely started them. Like, you just find me somewhere randomly and that's why I was starting it. And I just hate a vlog that doesn't have like proper cohesion. So yeah, that's why I had to scrap that vlog. I just didn't really feel confident with it, and I know someone had already commented on the question sticker that I had put on Instagram to say that they'd watch anything I post, and I love that. I really do, but I am such a big perfectionist, and especially like with just editing, I just love for people to enjoy their thing, like when they feel like it's just flowing properly. So yeah, that's why I had to scrap that vlog off, but I am excited to get back. So I think from next week I'll start vlogging again. That's when I feel like I'll start everything, because I'd also halted every single thing going on with Slick by Mora because I was so sick. I couldn't go to the market, I couldn't go to the tailor, and I don't have anyone to do that for me. So yeah, but from next week we're going to be back and I feel great. I have my other phone over here. It has all the questions that you guys asked over here. Just ignore the green line. I had already done my eyebrows because I quite literally cannot do my eyebrows and talk, and that's why I had to do my eyebrows really quickly. I'm just going to clean them up with concealer and then we're going to continue as we go on with the questions. I'm really excited. So I think I'll go with like part after part, because there are some people who are asking about things to do with school. There are some people who are asking things to do with relationships, skincare and body care, and like YouTube and all of that. I think I'm just gonna start with the school questions. Do you still practice psychology? I'm actually not practicing psychology right now. I was practicing it from last year. I had gone for attachment program from last year, September to November, yeah, at Madari, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that was a really good program. I'm looking for a brush, I'm so sorry, just 1 second. That program was really good in terms of it actually teaches you every single thing that you need to know as a practicing psychologist. So would I recommend it to people who are doing psychology? Yes, you should actually do your internship or attachment program there, because it really helps you with every single thing that you need to know. I'm talking like how to write notes, because I know for your SIA especially, they don't teach you all of that. Like, I thought that introduction to counseling, the unit, would teach you how to do all of that, but they don't really go deep into it, and they don't tell you like maybe which, okay, they do tell you which therapy methods you can use, but I feel like in Madari you get to learn why you should use them and for which kind of patient you should use them for. So yeah, it was a really good program, like, and I really do think that you should do it if you're interested in psychology, that is. Had to stop and fix my eyebrows for a second because they were so thick. So what I do is I use a lighter concealer shade on the bottom, like over here and over here, and then when you know, like, actually I feel like you're not supposed to touch the top of your brow, but if you know you have to fix something on top, use a foundation shade that you have, or yeah, like, don't use the same shade as here because it will be so light. So for me, I'm using the Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm foundation thingy in actually a darker shade. This is actually a darker shade than me, but it's okay, it will still do. And yeah, that's what I'm using on the top part so that it can't look too bright. So let me just fix this and then I'll get to the questions, because your girl can't be here with a thick bro. Next question about school is, what's the best part of doing psychology and life in Kwetu? That's actually such a good question. The best part about doing psychology is you get to understand people more and you get to understand yourself. I learned so much about myself by doing psychology. I learned what triggers me. I learned like what type of person I am in a relationship as well. And yeah, it's really, I feel like it's given me so much perspective on myself, and not only others but myself. And yeah, it's just something that you continue to learn even as you go, because human behaviors are so different and they're very subjective. So it's not something that you stop learning. You keep learning every single day when you meet new people to cancel. So that's why I'm saying that doing the practicum in Madari is really good, because you get to understand people in a new perspective instead of being in your own little like place and you're not really knowing other people other than the clique you're in. So yeah, psychology is actually such a good course if you are really into understanding people. For life in Kwetu, girl, I feel like my life in Kwetu was actually very interesting. I went there at a time where I felt like I needed to go there. I needed to live alone for a minute so that I can also understand how I'll be when I actually move out by myself, you know, no help from my parents and all of that. So Kwetu was just really interesting. I do need to say that when you go to Kwetu, you need to have your own mind. Like, don't be doing everything because everyone is doing something. It's very easy to get peer pressured there with the wrong friends. So just keep your own head, like, in as much as yes, you want to have fun, all of that, blah blah blah, keep your own head and know when to say no, how to say no. Because if you don't learn how to do all of those things, girl, you're going to be taken place to place to place to place. Like, you'll be that person who's like club hopping every single place, because Kwetu is just, it's just like that. Like, it's, have you guys ever found a good Kwetu? Like a Kwetu where people are just chilling, there's nothing going on, no nothing. No, it's impossible. So that's why I'm saying you need to have your own head, because if you go there and you try to do every single thing, my friend, you'll be lost. But I did have a lot of fun there, I'm not going to lie. The independence was also so great, and I learned how to live with myself. Had a really good time when I was there. Now that my eyebrows are done and I'm satisfied, I usually go to my next step, and my next step is priming. I'm using the Danessa Myrix Blurring Primer Foundation. I don't know, it has a lot of things in this, and sometimes I would just apply it and not apply foundation, and sometimes I'd apply it and then I'd go ahead and apply foundation. So it really just depends with how I'm feeling. I don't even know how I'm feeling today. I'm just gonna go and apply it first and show you guys how it looks as I answer another question, which was advice for a freshman. Like I said before, just make sure you have your own mind. Don't be following other people blindly. Like, as much as you're trying to have fun, also know that, you know, your actions have consequences. I'm talking about studying, so make sure you study whilst having fun. I'm not saying you don't have fun, because it's your 20s. Like, literally, you're not going to get that back, and you're not going to get the time to have fun more than your 20s. I got a question about which equipment I use to edit and to shoot for my YouTube. For my YouTube these days, I usually use my iPhone 16 Pro. But I used to use my Sony ZV-E10. I'll put a video here of all of the things that I'm talking about right now. I used to use my Sony ZV-E10, but since my iPhone 16 Pro has a really good camera, plus it's very easy to carry this one around as opposed to the camera, I switched to my iPhone 16 Pro, and that's why you see me using it. But the Sony ZV-E10 has really good quality, and I would advise it for someone who isn't scared of taking vlogs out in the public like me, because I feel like the camera usually makes me so scared to take to take things outside of my room, because people would be seeing me with a big ass camera walking around them. I use like a small tripod to hold my phone or my camera. When there's no enough light, I use the portable light thingy. I'll just put everything here because I forget their names. Yeah, that's all I use. For editing, I edit using InShot, CapCut, or Adobe Premiere Pro. What made you want to be a YouTuber? Love the vlogs. I started YouTube when I was really young. First of all, if you guys ever caught sight of the videos I was making when I was like 15, 16, you'd be like, oh my god, who is this girl? Actually, someone has ever told me that they've ever seen my old ass vlogs and videos, and I'm like, girl, you've been here for a minute, yeah? Because those videos, they'll never see the light of day. Guy, I was so young, and from a young age I've always been watching YouTube, and then I stopped for a minute. That's when I wasn't recording any YouTube videos or all of that. I stopped for a minute and then I went back to it because I was just like, it's fun recording YouTube. I never entered YouTube with a thing for, oh, I want to make money from YouTube, because I knew it was so hard to get all of those requirements. So my thing was, let me just share my life here. If it can inspire anyone, if it can make anyone's life just 1% better, it's better than not sharing it. So in as much as, yes, I do love sharing it to you guys, yes, I do, I also just share parts of my life. You're not seeing every single thing, because I do like to keep boundaries between my social life and my private life, because in as much as I want you guys to come into that, I just feel like some other things need to be kept private. So yeah, that's all I can say about like me joining YouTube. I really did join a long time ago. So yeah, for the people who have been here from day one, I love you all. Let me go to the next question, because I feel like I'm yapping and I'm not finishing these questions really quickly. Your businesses, and does YouTube pay? YouTube does pay, but it's not paid me yet, and I feel like it's very hard to get them to pay you a lot of money. Like, you need the views. Yeah, I feel like you need the views mostly, and yeah, that's very hard to get. And your businesses, I don't know what question you mean about your businesses. The current businesses that I have are Mora Sweet Treats and Slick by Mora, and yeah. Are you seeing how easily and smoothly the Nesamyric's blurring balm has blended into my skin? And let me tell you, it's going to mattify my skin so well. So for the people with oily skin, this is a bit of a splurge, but if you can get it, because it makes you look so matte as an oily skin babe. Like, trust me. And you can see how good my skin looks. Like, it looks crazy good and I love it. How old are you, and does content creation really pay in Kenya? Please give us an estimate. First of all, I'm a good believer in not saying my age. I always tell people, if I tell you my age, like, really and truly, I love you, because I really don't like telling people my age. I'm sorry. But like I said, I'm in my early 20s, so you can make an estimate of which age I am. For content creation, does it pay in Kenya? Yes, it does. You can get a lot of money. If you're a good content creator and you're known, you can get a lot of money, trust me. So yeah, there's space for everyone, but sometimes it's very hard to slip out of the cracks, because most of these Kenyan brands look for the most popular people, or the common okay, let me not say common, gosh, please, msinikuje. I'm just saying they look for the popular people. They don't look at like maybe small creators or all of that. Like, really, they don't look at them like that. But those people who are big there, they get paid a lot of money, trust me. And even if you're not big, I feel like if they just love your content and you give them your rate that you're comfortable with and they accept, they'll pay you that money. Imagine, it's just as easy as that. My next step is actually concealer. I don't even want to do too much of concealer, because sometimes it can leave you looking ashy. So I'm just going to do a little bit. I am using the elf, I literally forgot that I'm supposed to show you guys what I'm using. I'm using the elf concealer. I don't know what shade this is. I've literally forgotten, but once I find out, I'm gonna tell you guys, because maybe we might be shade, is it called shade twins or something? Yeah. So I'm just going to use a small amount right over here. I don't want to do too much today, because I'm going to my boyfriend's family event and I don't want to look like I'm doing too much. Yeah, that's appropriate enough. I'm not even trying to do here and here, because I feel like sometimes you can blend it so badly and you end up looking like a crazy person. So I'm not trying to do that. I'm just going to do a small line over here, just a tiny one. Yep, that's it. That's literally it. And then for my bronzer, I'm going to be using the elf bronzer and contour. This is such a good shade, and I actually saw that what's her name, Uche Kai, am I butchering these names? But she uses this bronzer, which good for me. So I'm going over here. I hope my eyes don't look like that when I look on my big mirror. Or should I look here? Yeah, let me just look here. And then I usually do like right over here. So when I do like a full bit, I put the concealer down here, just underneath the bronzer, so it gives you that sculpted look. But since I'm not doing concealer today, I'm just gonna do bronzer, and bronzer blends really well on my skin because I have this natural contour line. Like when you see I have this natural like shadow or contour line, which makes it like blend really well because I have that. And then I do also on my forehead, like here, 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 and here, and here. Yeah, that's all I do. Next question is, what advice would you give a small YouTuber who feels like giving up? I understand that so much. Like, I really do. You guys, like I said, I started this thing when I was 15. If I'm still here 1 million years later, because I don't want to give you guys the estimate of how long I've been doing this, because then you'll guess my age. But if I'm still here, that means that you need to still continue doing it. I know it feels demotivating. I know that it feels so demotivating when you don't get the audience you want from YouTube. You just get like 20 to 100 views. You're not really seeing growth in your subscribers or your comments. It hurts so much. It still hurts me even till date when I feel like I've posted a video and it's not getting like as much comments or like relatability as I would have wanted. But just continue. If you feel like that's something that you want to continue doing, please just continue. You'll find your people at the end of the day, and you'll find people who relate to you. But what advice I can give you is start looking at yourself, like at your YouTube, as someone else's YouTube, and critique it, but in a good way. So let's say, is your quality correct? Like, is your quality clear? And all of that, are the equipments that you're using producing the best version of the video that you can get? Secondly, you can say that maybe it's a matter of like what I'm talking about or the thing I'm doing. If you're vlogging, how do your vlogs have substance? Are your viewers gaining something from it? Are you keeping them entertained? Are you like trying to show them a new thing or something like that? Because in as much as people can tell you like, oh, I can watch, like I get people who tell me I can watch anything from you, Stacy. I just find it so entertaining or something like that. But if my videos don't have substance, I usually feel like I should just rather not post them, because I'm like, if me myself I can't watch this video till the end, how will the other person who's watching, who's a complete stranger, watch this video to the end? So I just feel like, as yourself, just ask yourself those questions. How can I make my videos better? What can I do? What are my favorite people doing that I can include into my videos? Not like you're copying them, but just look at them and see the kind of things that they're doing, maybe for their vlogs. If their quality is nice, ask them like, what camera are you using, or all of that. And also, one thing about YouTube, it needs a lot of investment. Like, I'm talking like money investment in terms of you need really good quality things so that your video can also be pushed to the top of the list when they are pushing videos to people. So yeah, I know it's very demotivating, and I know it can feel so frustrating when you're not really getting where you want to get, but just look at it as a way that you're trying your best, you know, and you keep trying, and the more you keep trying, the easier it'll become. Really talking as I was leaving this concealer out to dry, because let me tell you guys one thing about concealer. If you go in with concealer and blend immediately, my friend, taking yourself to disaster, because concealer, when you blend it immediately, it literally drags and it moves so much. That's why you'll find a big patch over here or a small little patch over here. So just make sure you I leave mine to stay for as long as possible. I'm talking as long as possible. I'm still going through your questions and finding ones which I can go through really, really quickly. Okay, so your favorite books and anime series and what you specifically loved about them. Let me start with my favorite books. I am a romance addict, but I can't even tell you my favorite book right now because I've read so many. And I don't want to tell you guys my favorite romance books because you need to be 18 and above to read those books, okay? So I don't want you to put it here and then someone goes and buys it and then their parents find them with the book and then they're like, guy, where did you get this book from? You need to be 18 and above to read the books that I'm talking about in terms of romance because they're a little bit spicy. But which book? Okay, out of the top of my head, I can't really think. They're all in my books app. Let me see if I can access my books app from here, but I think it's very unlikely. I'm trying to see. Yeah, this phone isn't linked to my other phone, so I can't really see. But a book that I'm actually reading right now that is not romance related is Atomic Habits. My boyfriend got me really into it, and it's such a nice self-help book, and I do feel like everyone should read it because it talks about how to create good habits and remove the bad habits and how much change 1% can make into your life if you do something good every single day. So that's the current read I'm reading right now. Are you seeing how much that bronzer has made a difference, like right on my forehead? Like, bronzer is actually one of my favorite makeup products. It just makes you look so much warmer, and I'm actually a warm toned babe, so that's why I love bronzer so much. But yeah, as I was saying, it's a really good book and I've been really enjoying it. I'm not even trying to read it fast because I'm trying to consume it as a whole, but I'm really glad that I got to read this book because I feel like I want to start entering into my self-help book like genre. I want to start reading a lot of that and a lot of psychological self-help books because I feel like as a psychologist I owe it to not only myself but my clients, my patients, to be the best version of a therapist I could be for them. So yeah, that's what I'm currently reading. Are you seeing the difference that bronzer has made right over here on my skin? Yeah, that's why I love bronzer so much, like I said. For my favorite animes, I have so many, but I'll say the ones that I can remember right now. Solo Leveling, Black Clover, which I'm so mad. I'm so mad that they've never made other episodes. I did like Seven Deadly Sins, but the first 2 to 3 seasons were really good. The other seasons are a bit I really do love Class of the Elite, More Than a Married Couple But Just Friends. It's a romance. Attack on Titan. I'm trying to think, but my mind is so scrambled right now. New ones which came out from Netflix: Castlevania Nocturne, Castlevania the normal one, Devil May Cry. Yeah, that came out on Netflix just recently. My Happy Marriage. I'm trying to think if there's any other one, but those are the ones which are at the top of my list as of right now. I really do enjoy anime, guys. I feel like I can watch anime more than other things and other shows, but anime just takes me to a whole new world, and that's why I thoroughly enjoy it. So yeah, if you guys have any anime recommendations, also please tell me because I'd love to watch them. So the next question, which is a juicy one, and I know you guys are gonna like, is how did you meet up with Jeff? I met up with him when we were in high school. He was a grade higher than me, and yeah, we never used to talk in high school at all. I'm not lying to you guys. We never said even, like, I feel like we only even said hi maybe once or twice. Yeah. And we were in that school together for like 3 years or so. Okay, not 3 years, maybe 2.5 years. But it was just so weird because he was a grade higher than me. I just used to be so intimidated by him. So yeah, plus he just used to look like He doesn't want to talk to me. So I was just like, anyways, it's okay, it's okay. Fast forward to 2019. I was in Strathmore at that time, and so was he. I was at a PlayStation place. I was playing PlayStation with my friends, and then he was actually coincidentally there. And I was just like, oh my God, hi. Like, hey, it's been so long. I hadn't seen him in so long. So I was just like, hi, how have you been? It's been so long, blah, blah, blah. And he was just like, yeah, it's been long. And I thought that he was in another school. I didn't even know that he was in Strathmore. So I was just like, oh, it's nice to see you. We didn't see each other again. We didn't see each other again till 2021. I'm telling you, our story starts from, I don't know, invisible string theory. That's what was following us. So we didn't meet each other again till 2021 August is when we met again. That time he really used to come sides for my school, so we'd meet there and we'd talk and talk, like we'd talk for so long, but nothing really came out of it. We'd just talk and that would be the end. And yeah, plus it was those times for corona, so we needed to be out of there by a certain time. So we used to just talk and just leave it alone, but our talks were really, really nice, and I feel like that time gave us a chance to connect even more. So now fast forward, but that time we were just friends. We were still just friends, like nothing out of it. So now fast forward again, but this time it's not a long fast forward. It's just fast forward to 2022. We went to my friend's birthday party. He got invited to my friend's birthday party and we were there together. And then I feel like that's when it clicked for us that we actually liked one another and we liked spending time with one another. So we talked for like 6 months before we got into a relationship. And yeah, and then we got into a relationship. Yeah, and that's how we met. It's just such a crazy ride. I know, trust me, I know. But I'm very, very thankful that we actually did it that way and that God put us together at that time, because I feel like if we had gotten together from when we were in high school, we wouldn't have been where we were. I promise you that. So I'm really, really thankful that it came at a later time. And I feel like this is just it's going to be such a good story to tell everyone in our family and all of that, and our children and all of that. So yeah, that's how we met. That's how we met. I feel like I would have made it cuter because there were so many things that were going on in between of all of that, where we would always just find a way to come back to one another. But I was just giving you like a random story. I just don't want, I feel so shy still talking about it. So that's what I've just given you. I hope I've given you a cute story, although, yeah. Let me just do my concealer on my nose again because I feel like it rubbed with my bronzer, and I'll leave it on for a little bit before I blend it out. But for now, I'm going to do my blush. For my blush, I'm using the e.l.f. E.l.f. itabidi imeni sponsor because I've been using their products. Using the e.l.f. liquid blush. Like I said, I don't know. It doesn't have the color here, so I can't. Oh, it does. This is Pinky Promise. I didn't know it has. Okay, girls. All of these do. I just couldn't see really well. So I'm going to give you guys my concealer shade, which is Deep Chestnut. And then for my bronzing shade, it's Deep Intense. For my blush, Pinky Promise. My Danesamyrix, I think, is number 9. Let me see. Yeah. For my Danesamyrix, it's number 9. Someone asked me also for relationship tips. Honey, I feel like relationships, you just have to go through them. So for you to just, you build your own tips from your own relationship. No relationship is perfect, and it's very, very different from everyone. So even if I tell you guys you should do this and this and this, I'm looking for one of my brushes but I can't find it. Anyways, it's okay. So even if I tell you that you should do this and this and this, you should do this and this and this, it might not work for your relationship because maybe your relationship is different. One thing I will say though is learn about each other's attachment style. That really helps when, actually it helps with everything, but I feel like attachment styles play a big role when you're arguing, because whatever they reflect to you is because of their attachment style. So learn about that. And also I know it's like really, really difficult to be in that phase where you guys are arguing all the time. I know it is. But when you surpass that, you guys will have the best time. Trust me on this. It's something that I'm actually experiencing, and it's so blissful. It's so blissful because even if you guys argue about something, you'll be done with the argument in no time. Because these days I'm normally like, I don't even have the energy to argue. Please, I don't want to argue with you. You're literally the only person who I talk to day in, day out. Why would I want to create a space for us not to talk? So I try as much as possible to keep the arguments short and brief, and like, we're done. Are you satisfied with how this argument went? Okay. That's how I keep the arguments these days, because I don't have the time to argue with someone like for a really, really long time. Are you seeing how gorgeous that blush is blending on my face? Oh my god, I just love how beautiful it looks. Rebranding. Do you get those moments at 2 a.m., the need to change your life completely? Yes, I do. I really do. But mine is not to change my life completely. Mine is just sort of like, I want to be the healthiest version of myself quickly. And that's why I'm saying that the book Atomic Habits is so good, because you get to learn about changing old habits and establishing new ones, which will be good for you, and how to actually do that. And like I said, you just need to change 1% of your life every single day, and it will make into a much bigger difference than not doing anything at all. So what do I mean by this? If you've always been thinking about working out, just go for a walk, even if it's once a week, like a long walk, just once a week. Continue like that slowly. Don't go, you're trying to go to the gym 7 out of 7 times a week just because you want to get into the best shape of your life there and then, because you'll get disappointed quickly. You don't get your dream body in a day, you don't get your dream body in a week. But by starting slowly and building up your momentum and going like that, it'll be much easier than doing nothing at all, or trying to set a goal that is unattainable. So yeah, I do get those thoughts, and since I'm reading this book, I'm actually trying to figure out how I'm going to work on them and do something that's going to actually matter and change maybe bad habits and create new ones. Let me just blend this concealer out off camera. You don't really need to see that. One trick that I usually do, I just want to show you guys because I've already blended my nose, is I take my bronzer, my small bronzer brush, the one that I've used on my nose, and whatever is left there, I just apply it on my lids. It gives this nice brown shade, and I'm obsessed with it. As you can see, maybe it's not a big difference, but I feel like when you see it in person, you can tell the difference. Piercing tour and where you got them done. Hope you're fully healed, and I love you, girly. I love you too. I got them done at Pierced by Jude. He did such an amazing job, and he was very, very gentle, and I really am so thankful to him for that. And yes, they are sort of healed. There's some which barely, like this one's barely feel a thing. This one feels something when I'm sleeping or when I apply pressure on it. Like if I sleep on my pillow too much, nasikia kauchungu, but otherwise it doesn't have any issues. So here they are. I have 2 here, and then I have this inside here, and then I have the forward helix, and then on this side I have here on top, and I have this one. I am planning to get one more over here so that it can sort of even it out. And I also have my belly piercing, and that's that. But I really love how these piercings have turned out, especially on this ear. This side is my good side, that's why I focused so much on this side. And I also love this side as well. I got these ones done when I was really young. I feel like I was like 15. Actually, I was not 16, I was 15. And yeah, these ones have always been here. I've just never been wearing them as much. But I love all my piercings so much. They look really, really cool. And I get so many compliments from this here these days. I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm gonna quick fire some of these ones which are left. How did you get rid of the dark spots and acne you had? I'm actually going to recommend something that I did very recently, which was the hydrofacial. It was so amazing, trust me. it's like my skin looks so much brighter than it did, especially over here and over here. It looks so much brighter. I've gotten compliments from my mom so much. Like, my mom keeps on complimenting my skin almost every single day. And another thing that I'll say is try to use niacinamide. Right now I'm currently using this one. I'll put it over here, and it's by Anua. I also used to use a Haru Wanda one. I'll also put it over here. I will say that it takes a lot of time. Just be patient. Just be patient. If I show you guys, like, it's just because I never used to take photos of myself at that time because I was so insecure about my skin. But if I showed you guys how bad my acne was, Ngesema guy, that's cap stories. It was very, very bad, but being patient plays a very big role in just removing your acne marks and also using the best products you can. Like, I know it's very, very hard to get those products because they're so expensive, but they do play a big role in getting rid of dark spots and acne marks and hyperpigmentation. So try to book yourself a hydrofacial at least once in every 2 months, or even once in every 3 months. You're going to notice the difference, and you're going to tell me whether I'm capping or not, because I really did notice the difference. And I'm actually going for another hydrofacial. I don't know if I'm actually going to do hydrofacial or microneedling. I'll just tell you guys when I do go, because I just feel like it's made my skin look so much brighter, and I'm so thankful. And the next question is feminine hygiene. You genuinely look like you smell so good. I've dreamed of this day. But no. Thank you so much for that compliment. If I look like I smell good and you're just looking at me from another screen, that means a lot to me. But I do actually get very good compliments about the scents that I do wear. I've gotten compliments from like Uber drivers, from people inside elevators, if I'm in the elevator with them. Like, I'm not trying to brag. I'm actually being honest. So I'm going to show you guys. I've got them all here. I'm going to show you guys every single thing that I use for my scent. Okay, so first, a shout out to Sanura. This is the Sanura cinnamon shea butter. It actually smells so good. First of all, it's so good, and it smells so good. It smells like cinnamon. When I wear this, my brother normally just says it smells so good and he wants to get it. Like, yeah, so this is actually really, really good. And then for my body splashes, currently I have these two. This is champagne toast, and this is strawberry pound cake. If you love smelling sweet and like cakes and all of that, this scent is for you. This is currently my favorite body mist, but champagne toast is also really good. But I will say that this smells amazing. And if you just want to smell sweet and like cakes and like strawberries, this one is for you. Please go and get them from Glow and Go. They are so much more affordable than any other places. And then champagne toast is for like the feminine girl who is more mature. She's giving fruity vibes and definitely bubbly vibes. That's why it's called champagne toast. And yeah, this one is also really, really good for like a more mature scent. Yeah. So, oh my god, I feel like I have a hair on my face. Okay, so now for my perfumes, there are some which I've been talking about. Okay, first of all, let me go to another one. This is the, I hope I'm not butchering the name, but Nux Paris or Nux Paris. It's like what is it called? Body oil, and it shines when you apply it. Plus, it also has a really good scent. Yeah. Oh, I've not applied this in long because I'd forgotten how good it smells. I'm gonna apply it today. It smells so good. Yeah, this and the Sanura, they match really well. Yeah. And then for my perfumes, I have, these are my favorite ones so far. I don't know if I'm going to be able to carry them all, but I'm gonna go one by one really quickly because I know I've been yapping this whole entire time. So firstly, I have Eclair by Latafa. This is coconutty. She's coconutty, sort of pina colada-y, and very sweet but still chocolatey and vanilla-y. I feel like I've described it in so many ways, but yeah. Next we have Kima by Latafa Still. This one, she smells exactly like Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. I always tell you guys that because that's exactly what it smells like. Trust me, I've used Good Girl before. countless of times, and this is what it smells like. She's so amazing, she's so sexy. And I also have, I've forgotten, this one, it was called what? Teriyak. She's called Teriyak. She's also by Latafa. I do feel like this scent was over here, but since I stopped using it, it's like been decreasing and decreasing. I don't know if it's the alcohol evaporating out of it, but it used to be here. But I also love her. She's a bit strong though. She's going to last you the whole damn day, but she's so strong. I just feel like this one you just need to spray and evil, because if you spray too much it can be a little bit overwhelming to your senses. I'm talking your nose, you're going to start feeling like you have a headache, all of that. And then the last one that I'm going to show you guys is Hypnotic Poison by Dior. This is a stunner girl, perfect for date night, and it smells so good. Let me tell you the combo that I usually use these days and I get the most compliments. These two smell so good together. These two plus this one together, like they smell so good blended together, and I get like really good compliments when I wear these two together. My boyfriend normally compliments me so much when I wear these two together, and other people do as well, not just my boyfriend, okay? But yeah, that's like my little perfume tour. That, did you guys ask for it? She asked for it. So yeah, that's what I usually use. For when I'm in the shower, I go in with like my soap first. It can be Dove or Imperial Leather, and then after that I use my shower gel. For shower gel I use Dove exclusively, Dove, or I use Bath and Body Works 1000 Wishes. And then especially if you use 1000 Wishes, you're gonna come out of there smelling so good. And after that is when you can come and pair all of these things up and it smells amazing. Before I do my last step, which is setting spray, I did do some eyeliner over here to just make it look poppy enough, and then I'm just going to do the setting spray. That's all I need to do. Makeup is done. It turned out much better than I expected. I did have like low standards going into this because I thought that I wouldn't do well since I haven't done my makeup in such a long time, but I'm really happy about it. I added a few beauty spots and I did my lips the way I normally do them, and that's it, guys. Oh my god, we've reached the end of the video after all that yapping. Have you stayed here till the end? If you have, let me know, and let me know if you guys would love more of this get ready with me chit chats, because I just felt like it was so good to talk to you guys about things that I've never talked about before, probably. And I really do hope that you guys loved this video. We are so back. Starting next week, I'm going to be vlogging. Please expect like one vlog a month from me. I just love combining all my weeks together into one vlog, especially right now since I don't have the kind of camera that I feel like I want to have, and I don't have a lot of things going on in my life. I don't want to like tell you guys I'll be vlogging every single 2 weeks when I know that's false. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.